Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I have for you a video with Simon Says Stamp February card kit. I will be making 10 cards plus one bonus card. On the first card I will be stamping and heat embossing, so I'm preparing my panel. It's watercolor paper with anti-static powder, and I will be randomly stamping different images from stamp set which is included into kit. Of course, I will make this video shorter, so sometimes I will cut the process or I will speed up the process. I will stamping different images and immediately I will pouring over it white embossing ink because I cannot see where I stamp it without it. I will be working just on card panels. It's my way of working, of card making, because when I mess up something, I can throw away panel and not just whole card base. So I finish stamping, I will heat emboss it with heat tool, and I will continue. There are some watercolors included into kit, and I will be using them. I spread a little bit water over my panel and I will apply two colors of these watercolors, Daniel Smith watercolor, just here and there to make a light colored background. I don't want to have it very strong. I want to just have light colors on background. Then I will heat set it, and I will stamp sentiment. Through all my videos today, I will be using Versamark Onyx Black ink. I love this ink. I think it's really great ink and it makes crispy stamp images. But you have to wait or a little bit heat set it because it's quite juicy. So here you can see me, I am doing my sentiment and I will glue it with 3D foam tape. As you can see, my background, my panel is very light but still nice, and it's better visible here in the finished photo. So let's move to the next card. I'm using patterned paper and I cut different stripes. Here I wanted to use glue which is included into kit, but then I decided that this Nuvo glue will be better and it will be faster. I will be gluing with this stripes background for my card. It's very easy, just gluing background. Some stripes with glue and the next stripes with 3D foam tape to add dimension. I will cut the process because it was quite long, but you can play. I love this pattern paper. It's very nice and you can play with it a lot. I like mixed media too, so I decided to make it like when I'm starting some art journal. So just gluing and gluing and gluing. It's really relaxed. I will stamp sentiment, cut it and glue it onto my panel with 3D foam tape. I really like this card kit, but I have to admit that it wasn't so easy to make 10 cards with it for this video. Last month it was easier. Maybe I like Valentine's card more than crafty cards, but this card kit is also very nice. But making 10 cards, it's not so easy. So some cards are very easy because I had lack of inspiration. The next card there will be background made with distress oxides. I'm using two colors, One Stain and Antique Linen, but I took my ink applicator, which was used also, the almost yellow one was on, I think, Fossilized Amber. So it's not just antique linen. I will use my Big Shot and this embossing pocket. And now I'm making splatters over my panel. I will dry it and my background for my card is ready. I'm really love distress oxides. Making background with them, it's so easy and nice. And I wanted to make a brown background because I wanted to use this chipboard for my card. And I can use glue, the Simon Says Stamp glue now. It's very strong, it's really great also for chipboards. So don't be afraid and try it. I'm giving over glue chipboard this acrylic block just to have some pressure over it because I'm gluing on not straight surface. I will prepare a paper also with distress inks, and I will stamp sentiment and cut it and glue it with 3D foam tape to my card panel. And also I will make some splatters over it, but this I cut from the video. It's very easy. So here is my final card. And now lots of colors. I will be stamping just one image from stamps. This tube with color. I'm using Memento Lux pigment inks. I know that many people don't like pigment inks, but I like them. I like heat embossing with them. I like stamping with them because they are very juicy, and these these Memento Lux colors are beautiful. And as you can see, my background starts to looking very nice. So I will stamp background, and then I will little bit heat set it with heat tool, and I will add sentiment. Again, very easy and fast card, but lovely, colorful. Here I'm working with two patterned papers from the kit. The first is cork-like, and second is the one with lots of cameras. I fussy cut cameras. I will glue them as background, but not many of them, just some of them, because I want to use the rest of my chipboards, which are cameras. I wasn't sure how to use these chipboards, and I think that cork paper, it's cork-like paper, it's really great. So don't be afraid to use it, and these chipboards are lovely. And again, Simon's glue, it's very good. I will stamp sentiment around edges, and I'm not so good in stamping straight, so you will see my mistake, but it's handmade, so sometimes mistakes are just okay. Firstly, I want to stamp over camera, but then I decided, okay, it's a wood, it cannot be so crispy, so it will not be so crispy. So then this I decided that I will stamp around edges. I usually I'm very lazy to clean my craft mat, so I'm using this paper towel under my card bases when I want to stamp off the paper. You can see it's not so straight, but I like it. It's really not bad because the cameras are not straight either. Now this card, it's super easy. I die cut panels from patterned paper and from this turquoise paper, and small panel for sentiment. So I will stamp sentiment. Again, I'm using VersaFine Onyx Black ink, and just add to a little bit interest, I decided to use burlap string, colored burlap string around my panel. But here I started bad side. Now it's good side. I will adhere it just with some painter's tape. I like to use painter's tape for adhering anything. It's easy to use it. And this prepared panel I will use as second layer for my card. And on it I will glue my prepared sentiment. I really like the patterned papers from the kit, but I wasn't sure which sentiments from the stamp set I should use for card making. It's maybe also because I'm not an English native speaker. My native language is Czech language, and we really don't do such a type of cards for crafters here. We don't have so long history of card making here in Czech Republic. So here is my final card. Next card will be very nice and also easy. I wanted to play with my color philosophy inks. They are by Prima Marketing, they are dye inks and very nice. I chose just green and creamy colors to stamp background. I'm using this stamp with envelope on it. I will make something like a border. I am changing different colors, but you can use any colors which you have. I have a whole set of color philosophy inks, so I love to use them. And now I will stamp sentiment. And because it's not straight, this border on this or this line with envelopes, I decided to make wavy sentiment. And with clear stamp, it's so easy to make wavy sentiment. So I decided to stamp it twice, and my card is ready. It's really clean and simple card. Here I use two new dies by Pink and Main. It's from February release. I die cutted two tags and I will glue them over background, but it was too boring, so I decided that I will stamp over it. Again, I'm using Color Philosophy ink and I'm stamping over turquoise background. Again, panel for my card. I'm using Tim Holtz platform because it's very fast and easy, and it's great for me when I'm not good in straight stamping. So this is last step of my preparation background. Now I will stamp sentiment, and I thought that this can be card which can be included into some handmade gift. I prepared badly stamp, so I'm repairing myself. Now it's ready to stamp it. Again, Versamark Onyx Bank. Of course, you can use any type of black ink which you like. I'm gluing smaller tag onto bigger one. I will make a hole for string just with my crocodile. And you can see here my first string step was bad. Oops. Now it's the right way how to make tag. I do not make tags so often. I will glue this tag onto my panel with 3D foam tape. I like to add dimensions to my cards, so 3D foam tapes are my best friends in crafting. And my card will be ready. Of course, after last step, I'm always gluing these panels onto no cards, but everybody can glue this. Again, stamping with many color inks, Color Philosophy inks. This time I choose different pinks and lilac colors because I want to add this sequence which are included into kit, and there's a pink mix. So I'm trying to stamp it straight, but it's not so much, but it's not so visible my mistakes. So I like it. Again, I'm telling all the time that you make things handmade. You are not robots, so mistakes are okay because it's important to enjoy crafting and to do things with love. It's not important to make things straight, super straight. So here I'm finished with the background and I will glue this tiny sequence. I couldn't find my tool for picking up small things, so I'm a little bit fighting with it. Again, I'm using Simon's glue, and it's great for sequence. You don't need any matte glue by Ranger. You can use this one. It's really, really nice. So let's skip my gluing to a photo of finished card. Here it is. I glued just some of this. Here I will be playing with Aztec paint by British firm Colorcraft. It's a craft paint for different materials. You can dilute it with water and it's very, very nice on paper. I will be doing just easy lines with two colors of gold, and this will be my handmade background for my card. It's not watercolor, so it's not behaving like it, and you can see that some lines are thinner, some are thicker, but it doesn't mind. It's very, very nice gold color. I love to work with it on paper. Of course, I'm working on watercolor paper because I need some good paper and not wrinkle one. I will set it and I will stamp sentiment over it. And my original background will be ready. And here is my bonus card. I decided that I want to make another colorful card. So I'm stamping with Distress Oxide inks different images on just basic white panel. And when I will be finished, I will add sentiment. Stamping with Distress Oxides, it's very easy, nice, and you can get quite crispy and nice images, stamped images. And this 11th card, it's the last card of my video. Thank you very much for watching. Do not forget to subscribe my channel, and I hope you will be inspired by my cards, and let's see next time when I will get another kit. I'm sorry that my video is a little bit later and when kit is released, but I live in Europe and I'm getting kits quite late. Thank you very much for your time and have a nice day.